Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. 5 new UFO videos just into third phase, and we're going to break it down like we always do. So buckle up, everybody. Let's get to it. Canada, Hawaii, France telescope captures something incredible. If you blink, you may miss it in this time-lapse video. Quite incredible. Watch this. All right, now let's watch this once again, and as we pause around the 29-second mark, we can see something appear behind the clouds which isn't supposed to be there. David Andres from Facebook submitted this to us, and he saw this and wanted everybody right here at Third Phase Moon to give us their opinions of what was captured at the summit of Mauna Kea right here on the Big Island of Hawaii. As we're adding some brightness contrast and looking at the still sequence of photos, we notice some kind of black rectangular object come into frame. Moving from left to right, whatever this is, it's quite astonishing, and it is much bigger than the observatory itself. Brent, I want to get your thoughts here.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting stuff. This is coming in from Canada, Hawaii, France, from their telescope up on the Mauna Kea. It's up at 14,000 feet. Whatever we're looking at, this dark triangular object is not a mountainside or the seascape itself. This is high above the clouds, pretty much parallel with the observatory itself. Could this just be an anomaly? Something captured in the lens, an artifact itself, or is this something hovering in the sky? Again, we don't know what it is, but it is on our island, and we might be able to do a little investigation and go to Canada, France at the observatory itself and ask some questions.
Absolutely, Brent. Hopefully they give us some questions. Sometimes these observatories, Canada, Keck, they kind of remain silent on some of the information that they record on their cameras. And some people might think it's like that movie Nope, where these UFOs are hiding in the clouds, obscure from vision. But in this, again, time-lapse video, if you blinked, you would have missed it. But eagle-eyed people have their eyes peeled for the phenomenon. And right now, we have no explanation to what this is. Could it be some kind of cloud shaped like a square? It's possible. But again, it's dark in its nature, and it has definitely geometric shapes to it, a rectangle. And that's not really something you see in clouds. And again, as you stated, Brent, it's not the horizon of the ocean. That would be much lower. We've been up on the Mauna Kea, and it's not any kind of other ridge from the summit of the Mauna Kea. All you would see is blue sky at this point, but something appears. Guys, I want to get your opinions. Now, let's get to the next video right now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I've never seen anything like it. It had a bunch of sparkling lights on it and stuff. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I've never seen anything like it. It had a bunch of sparkling lights on and stuff.
All right, now that we've seen the video, and it lasted for about 3 minutes, it's quite incredible. Some people say that these UFOs only last for a short amount of time, and why is the video so short? Well, in this case, we got definitely a good cut of something in the sky. Some people might call it a flying chandelier. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. Again, it's hard to make out exactly what it is. It's definitely unidentified, and we're going to have to rule out any kind of manipulation. In my opinion, what we're looking at is genuine, legitimate footage of the unknown. The question is, who's behind it? Is it some kind of living entity, something extraterrestrial in nature, or is this something mundane? Maybe a group of drones, a flock of birds? I'm not seeing any of that. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
What I noticed, look at this thing, it's pretty much translucent, and you can see it just kind of move from right to left, slowly drifting across the sky there. The person got a pretty good shot of this thing, and I don't know what it is, to be honest. I've never seen anything like this. I like the refractions of light kicking off of this object, and it just seems to kind of even rotate just a tad bit. This one's very curious.
Again, biological in nature or some kind of unknown creature up there. I know it sounds a little nuts, but there's a lot of things that are still unexplained. And at this moment, we don't have any explanation for you of what this possibly could be. I want to get your thoughts as we roll the next video. Guys, take a close look at this. Now, is this the infamous gimbal? The UAP, as the military DoD Navy call them? I think we may have solved the mystery in regards to their gimbal. And as we look at it very close, this balloon comes in very close proximity to the airplane itself, almost a collision, a near miss. But it's interesting how people could easily mistake these craft at this altitude as some kind of UFO, as these pilots are claiming they've had encounters with. But in this case, we've found the smoking gun, in my opinion, of what the gimbal possibly is. As they say, clutter, airborne trash. Well, that's the statements coming out of the DoD. Do we believe them? Well, in this case, these leaked Navy photos that's been out for 5 years has left us nowhere in the field of ufology. The people, the public, is where the information's at, and now we get a good, clear look at airborne trash in close proximity to an airplane. Brent, is this the infamous gimbal that we've seen in the DoD tapes?
Yeah, Blake, this one's a good one right here. If you take a pause frame of this object at a distance, it basically resembles the gimbal itself, and then it just comes in instantaneously right up to the plane. The plane's moving probably about 300 to 400 miles an hour, and then this thing just zooms right by it. It could create the parallax of it looking like this thing's moving at incredible amounts of speed, where rather the plane is moving fast and this object, this balloon, is just basically remaining steady in the sky. Again, this is a large balloon. If this thing actually hit the plane, it could cause some damage, maybe a catastrophic event in the sky. But again, look at this. These are basically trash flying in the sky, and people are saying they're UFOs.
It's interesting. Some people might even speculate that possibly the military is disguising, possibly if this is some kind of metapropulsion, some technology that's built within a black budget program, private corporations with advanced technology, and they would decorate it with this tie-dye kind of colorful look just to make it look mundane, like it is some kind of party balloon. And indeed, there might be some heavy technology behind the veil, but I'm going to roll that one out as well. In my opinion, the UAP videos coming out of the Navy are basically capturing mundane things, and here's some proof of it right here. Guys, I want to get your opinions. Now, let's get to the next video right now. Again, a lot of evidence coming into third phase of moon on a daily basis. Watch this.
Airplanes. They gotta be airplanes. What the heck is that?
All right, we just watched it coming in from Fort Worth, Texas. Just shot within the past 48 hours of what looks to be some kind of space junk, maybe falling out of the sky. But then again, they changed directions. Is this some kind of practical stunt? Parachuters with pyrotechs on strapped to their ankles. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards this being parachuters. You could actually see the parachute on the top of these objects, whatever's this pyrotechs that it's kicking out of the back of their boots. I'm believing that this is just an event of parachuters.
Well, you know, we wanted to showcase this with you because we receive a lot of videos from across the United States in regards to these pyrotech displays by parachuters jumping out of airplanes and then lighting up the fireworks to create this event. Maybe there's some kind of special organization gathering below there. So when you see this kind of stuff, don't put them off as just UFOs. In my opinion, guys, you got to have a really good look at these things and understand what we're all looking at. And in this case, very mundane stuff. Let's not get all excited. I know Twitter was getting really excited about this video. Sorry, UFO Twitter, we're debunking this one pretty bad. It's just basically parachuters with pyrotechs. So let's move on to the next video right now. Watch this. Now this one, after we watch it once again, is quite incredible. I'm slowing it down. We're going to get some closer looks at this thing, and some people might call this the Glock, the German bell. This is definitely something that's not manipulated within the video. What's ever there is in the sky, and it looks and appears to be some kind of metallic bell. We don't see any kind of means of propulsion. No rotor blades. It's just kind of suspended there. And what I like about this is that when you're driving around on a freeway and you're actually having to manage driving and pulling out your phone to try and capture the phenomenon at the same time, I always give the people credit where credit's due. They try their best. Sometimes it's a little dangerous trying to capture UFOs while driving, but in this case, again, broad daylight, we get a really good clear look at this thing. Could it be some kind of maybe advertisement banner that's cut loose and drifted away? Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, I was looking for a tether, and definitely I don't see one. And this is a pretty good capture right here. It gets a good close-up. And again, we have seen videos like this, and some have turned out to be advertising banners. This one looks a little different. It doesn't really showcase anything as a product. I'm just looking at this strange metallic object with a kind of a nodule on top, just drifting up there in the sky. This is a pretty damn good capture, and whatever it is, it's unidentified.
Absolutely. We're looking at the comments right now as we do this live premiere, and some people are saying that it's just a balloon, and it's a possibility, guys. We weren't there. We weren't on location. But again, it could be something else, some kind of new technology. Once again, the propulsion, the meta propulsion behind the UFO phenomenon has not yet been revealed to the public. Maybe there's something out there, or maybe there's something that's visiting us that has some kind of advanced technology that's been around millions of years. Again, is this the bell, the Glock? It's hard to tell, but I love these broad daylight sightings, kind of like that UFO chase as you see in kind of the movies. But then once again, this isn't science fiction. This is a science fact. This video is real. Maybe we're going to receive more videos from people that have seen this from that day. We noticed that it's on the freeway. Hopefully other people capture this, and maybe we could track down where this originated from and where it left and arrived somewhere else. That's what we're all about right here at Third Phase of Moon. When we put out the videos, we don't know what's going on. It's up to us to try and find out as a team, as a community. Together, we could bring disclosure. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight on this special episode of Third Phase of Moon. Make sure you hit that subscription button, that notification bell to be notified when we go live right here at Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we'll see you next time.
Looking around, thinking it's only you, only to find we're many more than a few. Where do they lie? How come we seldom see them? Right in between the lines is where they reside. No reason to fear, we know who's here. Narrative falls, trickled through the years on everyone. Solid system, no more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention, ancient connections may see us through. Although not easy to say,